I think we can all remember the first time we fell in love with a man because he could carry a tune. Today we are talking about 1978's Grease. Grease is about a beautiful Australian girl and a hot American boy getting together after the most fun hour and 50 minutes you could ever spend with teenagers of the 50s played by 20 and 30-year-old men and women. I know that as a child, you know all the lyrics to Summer Lovin', even if you don't understand them. Well, I did anyway. And Grease Lightning, and There Are Worse Things I Can Do, and Born to Hand Jive, all just so wonderful. First, there's just a fabulous soundtrack. Second, there are terribly attractive cast members in this movie. It's just not even funny. They're all just lovely humans. They are attractive, and they are just so perfect, but most importantly, John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John are just like the best looking people in the entire planet at this point in time. I wish I could wear what Olivia Newton-John wears in this movie, particularly in the last scene. It is breathtaking. And then, of course, I mean, they probably had like the same waistline and the same size butt. That's what this movie's all about. It's all about love in the weirdest way possible. I mean, they all fall in love and they all find love in different places and through different ways, and they all are just so individual as characters. Danny and Sandy are both trapped in this typical teenager light. I mean, Sandy is perfect and Danny is a bad boy who is perfect, and they're both just so under so much pressure from their friends, and it's just such a relatable film. I mean, I've never been in this sort of situation before, but it's, you know, you get it, feeling like you need to be somebody with your friends as opposed to who you are actually. If you have really bad friends that you think won't accept you, but at the end they will, and you'll do a beautiful dance and sing mad gibberish and then fly off inexplicably with your dream man. Personally, I never wanted to be Sandy. I always kind of wanted to be either Danny or Rizzo, and I just relate to Rizzo so hard because she's just so tough on the outside, but she's just so fragile on the inside, and I know that I'm the same way, except that I'm not really that tough on the outside, but whatever. And then Kaniki is just a perfect best friend because he loves Danny unconditionally and he wants him to be his second, and then there's just three musketeers on both sides of the pink ladies and the T-birds, and they all just fit each other so well, and then your classic villains with Cha-Cha and Craterface, and just so much stuff happens. So much beautiful stuff happens in this movie. It's just an incredible journey, an incredibly fun journey for these kids to just get out of high school. And it's beautiful. All of the musical numbers are so gorgeous. Grease Lightning literally just means so much to me. And Beauty School Dropout, the dances and the costumes and the sets, the whole thing is so perfect. I could literally watch it forever. I went to a Grease sing-along this summer, and I'm pretty sure I schooled everyone with Grease lyrics because everyone there knew the songs, but I know the songs. I've listened to that soundtrack so many times. It takes you up, and you have a lot of fun, and then you're hopelessly devoted and sad because he doesn't love you back, and then you fly back up again because you're having fun with Grease Lightning and cars and dirty saran wrap, and then you fall again because she leaves you at the drive-in, and then Rizzo's pregnant, and she's just emotionally unstable, and then everything's perfect because everybody changes into who they really are. Even though Sandy's the only one who goes through a real transformation because Danny doesn't really change at all, but whatever. You know, musicals have the potential to be cheesy if they're done poorly. But all of them were just so genuine with their delivery of their performance as characters. You want to be their best friends because they were all just so real. And you just feel so, I personally just feel so emotional about the whole like roller coaster that Danny and Sandy go on, and you're like, just get together already because you're perfect for each other. People don't appreciate how deep Danny Zuko's character actually is. He just is in love with Sandy, and he cares so much about her, and Sandy is just kind of a little bit of a bitch to him sometimes, but Danny just doesn't know what to do because he's just an 18-year-old boy, and he doesn't know if he needs to be loyal to his friends or his girl, and you just feel so bad for him because he just wants so desperately to please everyone, and you're like, Danny, how could you not be pleasing everyone with that fabulous butt? All the costumes are so fantastic. I literally want to wear every piece of clothing all of them are wearing always. May I just add that, you know, you really just, you see so much of John Travolta in this film as like an actor, and he was just so set in his ways as a performer. Even then, it's majestic. People don't give him enough credit for being a good actor, especially not in Grease, because it takes a lot to be so good at singing and dancing and being attractive and just performing so well, and like making a character that could potentially be a total D-bag be someone that you just fall in love with and you empathize with so hard. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just love this movie too much. I don't really know.
They had put a fart machine into my sleeping bag.